Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I am painting in my Moleskine watercolor notebook with my Zen Art Espresso watercolor set, and I have challenged myself to do a set of paintings and drawings for 30 days that really focus on all of my travel memories from childhood up until now. And here I'm starting off by coloring in the sky. I had done a basic underlying sketch, and now I'm going in and I'm filling in with a light shade of blue. I keep it very, very simple to start off with. And then I use my smaller watercolor brushes to just go in and lightly outline the shape of the mountain, and then really stipple in as much as possible the shape of the trees into the mountains. So it kind of creates the texture of lots and lots of trees. And this is a picture that I am drawing from Juneau, Alaska. I had gone here a couple of years ago when I was in grad school to visit one of my best friends from high school, and we had gone hiking in these mountains to see the glacier, which is the Mendenhall Glacier, which is really beautiful, but you can actually see the impacts of climate change as you hike along the mountains, and you can see how the ice has receded over the last few decades when you're going along inside these mountains. So you'll see here I continue to stipple away at this, and I do that for some time. I'm using the dark green color to do this, and you can just see that I'm stippling away. At this point, I'm just really trying to fill in the colors. This is the first notebook that I've ever gotten like this for myself to begin a challenge, and I'm a little bit scared, but I'm also really excited to be able to challenge myself to grow in this way and explore and grow my skills through this journey of filling in the pages. I'm not sure if I'll be able to get to it every single day, but I'm hoping that most days I'll be able to paint at least one or two. Here I'm going in and going to the other side. And doing the same thing. there are a lot of different mountains that combine to make the layers, and so I start off by having lighter colors and then getting darker and darker as I move further, move closer to myself. And I try to use the flat side of the brush a bit more when I do this, because I want to give the feeling that the size of the trees are increasing. And now I start using more of a flathead brush and doing the same thing, and you can see it is slightly similar but just a bit different. And the trees look closer. I went a little bit heavy on the water there. You can see that some areas are definitely darker and some areas are lighter. But that's okay. Nothing has to be perfect when we paint. And here I'm just following the outline that I'd drawn for myself before, and I'm going in and I'm adding a little bit of yellow to the green that's in the watercolor set, and so it has more of an olive tone as it gets closer to the edge. And I've used a little bit too much water there, but I will go back over it later. And I'm mixing in some of that green into the other pieces, but still keeping the blue. And you can see that all of these different shades and textures make the landscape feel a little bit more real. And here I'm kind of making the trees a bit bigger, a lot larger, and so I'm actually going in and creating more detailed trees here. And then I go back and I'm doing the same thing on the other side. Now, the mountains were all snow-capped, but I did want to outline the areas that were more shaded in the mountains, so that I can create a bit of depth. And here, even though they're snow-covered, there are aspects that I've darkened to be able to give that shape. And I'm just lightly doing this with a mix of my brown and yellow colors. I am sparser with it when I get to the top. And I try to have less darkness up there. And now I'm just adding in some dots and filling in the darker areas with more detail. And I'm going in and refining all of the other pieces. I'm adding in a little bit of dark blue here, just to add more of the shade and shadow of the mountains. And then I'm adding in more details into the trees and trying to really point out the darker areas and distinguish it. And same thing with the rocks. So this ends up being my final product at the end, and I hope you enjoyed watching this, and please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, and subscribe if you want to see more content like this.